Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? It's only like you know. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Yeah, stars born, I've been ready for this. Since like 9-5, I've been eager for this. Talent on the rise, I'm consistent with this. Trophy is the prize, ain't no gimmicks with this. Okay, now what's left on them? Told you I'ma flex on them. I did it all subtle, ooh, and then I hit that exit on them. Gotta blame my faith, cause these odds ain't got nothing on them. I secure the safe for the cradle, I ain't dropping nothing, ooh. Only winning is exception, ain't no truce. Ain't no dub, ain't no L on my crew. Only winning is exception on my crew, yeah. Ain't no dub, ain't no L. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, can I hit that? Okay, yeah, can I hit that? It's only like you know. Okay, yeah, can I hit that?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Cincinnati Bengals. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First time with Tevin Coleman. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up second.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Third down. And 5 yards to go.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's at least a couple of times that they've tried to stretch the field here in this first quarter. They haven't been successful yet, but obviously they're going to keep trying, and maybe they'll find some seams underneath as this game progresses.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He's got a first down past the 30 and past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys, that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Call it a loss of 6 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun again to Mixon. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Joe Mixon.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The Patriots going with a dime package here. 2 extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he fires one that's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
It's a free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, oh, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
And the Patriot first down.
Jameis to throw it. And he's got his man on the out route. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This is Coleman. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Bengals nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Their own 16-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Throw over the middle, taken in, and down he'll go at the 25.
A gain of 11. It's now 3rd and 2.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And some room to work. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals able to get this back within a touchdown. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Coleman. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, William Jackson with a pick. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the 1st down sack. Winston. Fighting for, and Winston lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports.
14-14.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
And that is caught. He's got it for a touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Bengals have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Bengals 21, Patriots 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions.
It's a foot race. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Touchdown.
Kevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
They'll take over 1st.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down. Here's Coleman. He'll get the 1st down and more inside. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Coleman now. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. He was no gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Coleman. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. And this one.
Point, piece of cake, because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. This is Mixon on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Taken in at the 22. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Found good room to run there. Returns at 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That's to his running back, complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 3rd down, Winston. He'll drop this down to Coleman. And they will get to him at the 7 and stop him short of the 1st down marker. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This just a 24-yard attempt. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? This will make it into the end zone, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just got to find a way to tackle someone.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
36-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he stopped immediately there. Joe call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Mixon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to Mixon. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They will run again with Coleman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 24, Winston. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. from the gun. Winston. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Patriots add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a two-touchdown.
And this is going to be intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way.
23.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Once again, they run with Mixon. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Let's get it. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. 6 man. Check girls, check girls, check girls. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
So it'll be 2nd and goal when we return. We've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, defense.
It's Coleman here, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
Touchdown.
Punching it in from a yard away. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
It's supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Mixon with a 1st down and more. And finally down at the 41-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
So after a run like that, I will guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, What was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
10 at the 48-yard line.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Burrow will throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Jacob Hollister, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And the Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Again, it's Mixon. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
That's how you get right up off of the map, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 20-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Devine. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Here's Burrow. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smiles.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
To throw, Winston. Catch is made by Harry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To N'Keal Harry. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st.
Taken down at the 43.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
And the Patriot 1st down.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He's brought down at the
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
2nd and 6.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Winston. He's going to air one out. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And, you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Over the middle, complete. That's Young. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 4 receivers now, 3 to the right, 1 to the left. 2nd down and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and it stops the clock at 12 seconds left in the half. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster the target once again, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Incomplete.
Intended for Juju Smith-Schuster.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. A final shot now for Burrow. The Pets are going to get there. Down he goes.
Today's final score, Patriots.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, their winning ways continue as they get it up to